So how does it feel to be a star?
It's never gonna last.
Let's just enjoy it while we can.
If our sleeping arrangements get out, all of this is gone.
I just hope you realise you're choosing a life of being alone forever.
Don't we want to just sing without this ridiculous paraphernalia?
People don't pay to see Reg White. They pay to see Elton John.
My name is Elton Hercules John. Of course, that is a quote from the new rock biopic Rocketman, giving us the life and time of Sir Elton John. Stepping in as Elton John is British actor Taron Egerton, who does an outstanding job emoting the essence of Elton John, and he sings all of the songs. This film is directed by Dexter Fletcher, who was well known as the director who came in and finished last year's Bohemian Rhapsody. If you have the songs in your head when you leave, you know this is a good film.
Well, I have to agree, Conrad, and talk about the songs in my head, your head, I think everyone's head.
Yes.
I was holding it back so I wouldn't start belting it out. That's how this movie took me. And honestly, there were times when I got so emotionally caught up I was sobbing. It is beautifully told story.
It is.
And as you said, a biopic, but it actually starts out with a young Reggie Dwight, played by Matthew Ilsey. What an adorable kid. Very good.
Good, so cute, so honest, right?
And you see the hardship and the sadness he goes through.
Yes, very much so.
And as he morphs himself into Elton Hercules John, it kind of meanders back and forth to his upbringing and why he is how he is, what he's going through.
And I don't know about you, but I learned a lot about Elton John here. I didn't know all this background.
I didn't either.
Right?
He just kind of went into his own world, and nothing was going to stop him. And that's what I loved, because it would sort of break out into song and dance. But not really. There was song and dance, but I think the music would sort of build from character to character.
It did build through the story, which I really liked. So you were able to progress from the story to the musical part. But to me, that's the part where I got a little disconnected. I felt that, is this a biopic where I'm going to learn about the history of Elton John, or is this a musical where I'm going to sing and dance about Elton John? They work. We've seen proof of that. La La Land, Bohemian Rhapsody, right? Those films work. This one, I just didn't feel like it transitioned smooth enough, so I wasn't able to sit back and just enjoy the thing, although I really love this movie.
Good song and dance. I'm a true addict. I can't get enough of it.
It reminded me a lot of some of the Bollywood films. Right? Suddenly everyone's
up
and dancing.
They're all up there, right?
And I could do it. I could go. I found myself kind of moving around as they were doing it. I want to stay first of all quickly with the dance number.
The dance, I know. Let's talk about the costumes and the dance.
Yeah, there you go. The costumes are by Julian Day are pretty darn terrific. I love me a good period piece of any period. And you get to see those. I don't know about you, but I wore some of those clothes in the 70s.
Oh, believe me, I did.
I thought they were pretty darn cool.
New York City, here we go.
And it's great to see it on film. I think this is going to be one of those films where the costume folks are going to be recognized when it comes to Academy Award
Absolutely,
time.
I totally agree there.
Yeah, definitely good. So let's talk about some of the relationships that, of course, Elton John has in the film, because he has a few relationships in the film, right? First of all would be his lyricist, Bernie Taupin. This is played by Jamie Bell, right? Who we all know as Billy Elliot from the Billy Elliot film, right? It's hard to believe that that kid, that young man, was that little boy. But what a great little actor this guy has come out to be. And what a handsome young man he is also.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And I loved the relationship that they had. I always wondered, I don't know about you, but I've always wondered, did Elton and Bernie have a relationship? And this film addresses that very quickly. I'm not going to tell you what it is if you haven't seen it, but they address it right here in this film.
But they've had, this ongoing relationship for years, and I think the whole point was that they've never ever had an argument.
It's a good,
that was
solid,
for real in the movie. It was expressed.
Good,
also.
solid working relationship, right? So he also had his manager, right, who was played by Richard Madden, who we all know from the Game of Thrones days that we just experienced. First of all, again, another handsome gentleman. So I think the other relationship we have to talk about is the relationship that Elton had with his mother, who is played by Bryce Dallas Howard.
Right.
I know her from The Help. She's probably been in a bunch of other things.
And then there was the dichotomy of her and her husband.
And her husband, yes, which is a whole other world.
A whole
unto
other
itself.
world. So
We
there's
don't
a lot
say-
of twists and turns.
There's a lot of twists,
yeah.
most definitely. I really liked some of the photography that I saw in this, especially. I think we can talk about this, 'cause I think I've seen this on commercials. The scene where Elton is in the bottom of the pool, right? I mean, that is just done so beautifully. And I forget what song is done to that one, but oh man, my heart was breaking during that one.
It was. I think that was a pivotal point. And that actually kind of completes the circle of how the film starts out and where he ends up.
Where he ends up. And that's a good place for us to end.
I think we should.
So why don't we go ahead and give ourselves our rating?
All right.
You go ahead and go first.
Okay. I thought this was terrific. Yeah, there were tiny little things, but it really kept my interest. I thought it flowed well. I am giving it 5 wine glasses.
Bing, 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 bing. Wow, very, very
Aha.
nice. Very nice. Okay, I agree with you. There were some small, what I consider production issues, but what an overall terrific film this is. You are not going to walk away unhappy with this one. I'm going to give it 4.5 popcorns. It was so close. 4.5 popcorns for Rocketman.
Okay, Rocketman!
Rocketman!
Burning like a tears I ever known.
They're in your head, right? They're in your head.